What's up, guys? We back for week 3. The Falcons versus the Lions. Hey, man, y'all know, obviously, as a Falcons fan, we went up against the Lions. We lost 20-6. And let's go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all know I usually start off with the away team, and then we start off with the home team. So, anyway, first off, as far as the game overall, despite the Falcons losing, I still think this was the best game A.Smith has called since he's been a coach for the Atlanta Falcons. I feel like the team did not execute at all. And the Lions just played great defense. That's how I feel about it. So I don't think it was bad play calling. I feel like we could have ran the ball a lot more in certain situations. But the play actions, the throwing the shots deep, everything was great. They just did not execute. That's what my whole overall thing is. But anyway, let's go to the Lions, man. First off, they got 2 of the draft picks that I wish we would have got, which was Sam Laporta and Jack Campbell. They both freaking had huge freaking games today. For the Lions. Where that man at? Sam Laporta had 8 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown. I don't know how the heck they left that man wide open like that. But this man is going to be a star in this league. Sam Laporta. You're going to hear this man name come out a lot. This man is good. He's nice. Like I said, guys, today was an away game. So I was at the game, but that whole stadium, I heard it through the TV, man. They was going nuts over there. So shout out to the Lions with their fans and stuff like that, because my TV was freaking going crazy. But anyway, Sam Laporta, he averaged 10.5 yards a catch. He was going crazy. St. Brown, I have no idea why they did not let A.J. Terrell travel with this man the whole game. St. Brown is the number 1 receiver. He's been playing his butt off. He's like the number 1 target. I don't know why they had Trey Flowers on him. I think Trey Flowers used to also play for the Lions, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check that real quick. I don't know what the freak were they thinking to have this man, which I believe he's basically a 3rd or 4th corner, against their number 1 receiver. That makes no sense to me. But St. Brown is a, no matter who's on him, he's gonna get open sometimes, but he's not gonna get as open if you would have our number 1 on their number 1. So I don't know what that's about, but defensive coaching, A.Smith, I don't know what the heck that was, but why would you not let your best corner travel against our best wide receiver? That makes no sense. So St. Brown, even though he got 106, that was 102, my bad. 9 receptions, 102. Just think about that. 9 catches this game. 102 yards, average 11.3 yards a catch. Yo, what the freak are they doing out there, man? And that's pretty much it when it comes to receiving. That man, Jahmyr Gibbs, 17 carries, 80 rushing yards, average 14.7 yards a carry. He did what he needed to do, but I don't really remember seeing him that much. Like, he did, I think in crunch time, that's when he really got the stuff the most. They didn't really run the ball that much, as I saw. It was mainly about Jared Goff, who had 22 completions, 33 attempts, 243 yards, a touchdown, and interception. Nice interception by Jesse Bates, but it is what it is. And that touchdown, like I said, was Sam Laporta. I feel like they didn't really do a lot, like nothing too crazy. I just feel like they had a lot of big plays. So when it comes to the Lions, usually I go crazy. Oh, this person did this person did that. As far as their offense, nobody really stood out to me except for Sam Laporta and obviously Jared Goff. He missed some key throws. He overthrew some guys. Jared Goff, he's cool. I respect him, but he's not one of those. He's not how I felt last week about Jordan Love, who, by the way, the Packers came back and beat the Saints from being down 17-0. And I told you, Jordan Love, he got that fire in him, so shout out to Jordan Love on them over there. But as far as the Lions, as far as the offense, that's all I have to say about that. There's nothing that I've seen that was like, oh my gosh, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. I don't know how the heck they just had more points. I don't know how they had points. I don't know what they did or whatever. Jared Goff, he had a rushing touchdown. That's cool, but I just feel like the main thing for the Lions this game was their defense. That's why we only had 6 points. We did not even score a touchdown. Younghoe missed the field goal. So good job for the defense for the Lions. And the most credit, the MVP for the Lions this game, out of everybody, was this man, Brian Branch. This dude was in every single play. Every single play. I'm talking about, it didn't matter what it was. I don't even know if he was on special teams. But I have never seen a more dominant player at one game since I've watched the Falcons. Probably since on the defense anyway. Since I don't know, was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when we played the Seahawks, right when they got Jamal Adams. When Jamal Adams, I think he had a safety on us. He was getting fumbles, picks. I don't know. He was just going crazy. That was the last time I seen like a safety or just a one player dominate. And before that, obviously, was Eric Berry. I don't know why all of them are safeties. They just go out and just go crazy. But yes, so shout out to that man, Brian Branch. He's a rookie. That man is a star. That man is already a star. So y'all got a great defense over there when it comes to Lions. Also, of course, I got to shout out my boy who I went to school with. We always talk about it. Shout out to Cameron Sutton. I went to middle school with him. Glad to see him doing well over there. And after that first play, Drake London got it on him. But after that first play, Drake London didn't do nothing on him the whole game. So shout out to Cameron Sutton, man. Glad to see that man doing well. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would have came to us. I would love to say that he was one of the guys that I would have loved for him to sign in the free agent instead of this man Mike Hughes, who I think is irrelevant for us. Like I said, respect to the people. Like I said, it's not about their personality, not about the people. But when it comes to these people's game, this man is trash. Mike Hughes is trash. Trey Flowers is trash. Calais Campbell is looking like a straight bum, like he's washed. I don't even like saying people are washed. I hate that. I think that's very disrespectful. But Calais Campbell is completely a bum right now. We talking about the dang Lions right now, but oh my gosh, let me keep going. Anyway, Cameron Sutton, bro. Shout out to you. He had 2 tackles. He has a couple of deflections. Good stuff to Cam Sutton, man. Like I said, Brian Branch was the number 1 dude. Jacobs was everywhere. Brian Branch had 11 tackles this game. Freaking insane. Walker almost had a pick. And last week, Quay Walker almost had a pick. Aiden Hutchinson, he had 2 sacks this game. His first sack of the season. Also 2 sacks this season. They was talking about how they didn't get no pressure. The Lions defense hasn't been getting no pressure the whole season or something like that. But now this game, they did. We ended up getting sacked, I think, 6 times? Something like that. Let me see real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got sacked 7 times this game. So yeah, like I said, Jack Campbell had got a sack. Barnes dude got a sack. Aiden Hutchinson had 2 sacks. Harris, all of these guys, Jones, the freaking whole team had a freaking sack, man. So anyway, shout out to their defense. Like I said, Brian Branch, the MVP for their team. They freaking balled out. It seemed like we could have did some stuff. Like I said, A.Smith called a great game in my opinion, but the guys did not execute. Our offensive line was straight trash, and their defensive line, on top of us being trash, was completely dominated. So good stuff to them. Obviously, the defense showed because we only had 6 points. Koo missed the field goal, and we did not get 1 touchdown when this was supposed to be a high-power offense. And the Lions, like I said, 20. So that's all for the Lions, man. I don't have nothing too crazy like I did last week. All I got to say is that. Our offense, I'm not really worried about them. Even though Jared Goff, put some respect on his name, all other stuff, whatever. But this game, I didn't really see him like, oh my God, Jared Goff, he's that dude. Heck no, I'm not doing none of that. Everybody knows this was a defensive game. Good stuff to Brian Branch, and good stuff to that man Angelzone. I call him Angelzone, but his name is Anzalone, number 34. He used to play for the Saints, and I even liked him when he was on the Saints. That's another dude. He's one of the best linebackers in the league. He's the most underrated linebacker in the league, so I will have to say that. So Anzalone, shout out to Anzalone, number 34, which is weird because he's a linebacker having that number. I got to get used to that. So them 2, and Aiden Hutchinson. So them 3 guys for the Lions defense. Boom. All right, let's get over to the Falcons, man. All right. Let me start off. Desmond Ridder, 21 for 38, 201 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. All right. Let me start off with Desmond Ridder. Now, Desmond Ridder, even though he played last year, this is basically him still being a rookie. I still think this man is getting better, but I feel like his only problem right now is not knowing how to throw away the ball. I feel like he holds onto the ball too long. If he doesn't see something, I know he want to make the play. He's a playmaker. He tries to, prolong the play, get better, try to find something. But sometimes you have to throw the ball away. As you see, he got sacked 7 times this game. Sometimes you just got to get the ball up, dude. I feel like that's his main thing. his decision making. Trust your first decision. That's all I feel. When it comes to this Brenner, trust your first decision, or make better decisions, and then trust on that decision. And then when you don't see anything, don't be afraid to throw the ball away. That's it when it comes to Desmond Ridder. He didn't mess up this game. He didn't do nothing crazy this game. But the offensive line, it's like he was paranoid. He was running for his life. And you got to do better when it comes to that. So anyway, Bijan, 10 carries, 33 yards, average 3.3. I don't even remember this man running 10 times, to be honest. I only feel like he ran 4 times. But, hey, they was there. They stopped it. I feel like, I told y'all A.Smith called a great game, but some of the times I feel like we could have ran the ball better. But either way it goes, the Lions defense showed up. So the whole only Bijan at 10 carries and 33 yards is freaking insane to me. Even though I think on the thing it said he had like 80 yards or something like that. He had some receiving yards. Okay. Receiving. Alright, bet. So anyway, Tyler Algier had 7 carries for 12 yards. So we did run the ball. We ran the ball 18, 19. We ran the ball 20 times. We ran the ball 20 times. And at a 33 yards, 12 yards, 3 yards, negative 4 yards, we didn't do anything with the ball. So it's not like we didn't run the ball. When we did run the ball, we was already down, and then we was getting tackled for loss. That's probably the most tackle for losses I've seen the Falcons have to deal with since I've been watching the Falcons. I have never seen 9, 10, 11 tackle for losses in one game. So good stuff to their defense. Obviously, we got to work on the offensive line. I know we got some people in the draft. I think we got somebody in the offseason. But this was a terrible showing of our offensive line. And I'm very surprised even how trash our offensive line is. Desmond Ridder still didn't throw a pick, even though, like I said, one was dropped. But that is freaking insane, man. Okay. Like I said, I like that we did the play action stuff. I like that we would put the jumbo guys, we put everybody stack the box and still do play action. But I feel like the only way that would actually work if the run game was working. So, like I said, the play calls was cool. It was there. But the execution wasn't there because of the Lions defense was just that much good. And we got to trust our decisions, and our offensive line was trash. So, there we go right there. Kyle Pitts, surprisingly, for the first time, I think in 2 years since Matty Ice was on the team, led the team in receptions and receiving yards, which is insane to me. The A.Smith got the tight ends involved this game. 5 receptions, 41 yards, average 8.2 yards a catch. Jonnu Smith, 5 receptions, 37 yards, 7.4. I think he got hurt at one point, but he came back in, gets up to him. Drake London, 2 catches, 31 yards, average 15.5. Like I said, he had that one big catch on Cam Sutton in the beginning, and then after that, it was pretty much that's it. And Bijan had 4 receptions, 27 yards, average 6.8. Mac Hollins, he dropped one, and he only had 1 catch for 23 yards. And it's just man, I don't know, man. I feel like we need some more receivers, in my opinion. Mac Hollins, he's cool, but I don't think he's an every down guy. I think, let me see. If I had to compare him to a former Falcon player, even though I don't think he's at that level, I feel like he's a Michael Jenkins, but way lower than Michael Jenkins. He's I don't even put him up there with Michael. I think Mac is just. You remember? Okay, listen. Y'all probably not even remember this dude's name. We had a dude named Drew Davis a couple of years ago. He wasn't a popular name, but when it came down to it, he did what he needed to do. That's how I feel about this man, Mac Hollins. But Drew Davis, you know what I'm saying? He had those moments. I think this guy just one of those moment guys. One of those low key, if he's there, he got it, boom, type of guy. I don't think he's going to be out there getting 1,000 yards. Good dude, great guy, whatever. But when it comes to receiving, I don't feel like he's that guy. Hopefully he proves me wrong. Like I said, when I say all this other stuff, I hope all these guys prove me wrong. This is all tough love. But I don't think Mac Hollins is just that dude. Now, Michael Pruitt, last year, he was a third string tight end. And the dude had the most touchdowns of all the tight ends on our team. Because that's the only tight end for some reason they use. I think last year we had Hayden Hurst. And I told y'all the Panthers are using that man well. Even though they've been losing games. But Jonnu Smith, he's cool. But he feels like he's sluggish this game too. So anyway, that's the offense. Like I said, we good, but they got to execute better, make better decisions, block for them, and don't hold them to the ball. There we go. Defense. Obviously, the best player on the team for us is Jesse Bates on the defense. I think the defense played great. They scored 20 points. We could have scored more points. I don't think the defense did anything wrong, in my opinion. They did what they needed to do. They was on the field the whole game. They was tired. The defense played great. I mean, to me, I don't understand why people are like, oh, it's the defense, the defense. We didn't score any touchdowns, dude. So, Jesse Bates had 6 tackles, man, and an interception. Number 3 got his 3rd pick in the 3rd game. It's funny how that type of stuff works. They say we living in a simulation, bro. But anyway, interception and good stuff on that. Caden Ellis. I told y'all I like this man, Caden Ellis, bro. He almost had another sack this game, but he had 5 tackles. This dude as well. I think he's one of the best pickups we had in the offseason. Him and David Onyemata, by the way. Where David at? Where that man David, bro? He only had 2 tackles. I thought he had way more than that, but I feel like his impact, I've been seeing David Onyemata and Caden Ellis impact way more than Calais, Campbell, Trey Flowers, and Mike Hughes. All of those 3 guys were a waste of cap. Even though Trey Flowers, who is the cornerback, he had 4 tackles because he kept getting caught on. He would have never gotten 4 tackles if he would have not let them receivers catch the ball of him. The dude is playing like an absolute trash. I don't know. Let me see. Did he used to play for? Let me see. How many teams this man been on? Hold on. Oh, he was on the Seahawks and the Bengals. I guess I'm thinking about another Flowers that played for the. I'm thinking about the lineman that played for the Lions. But this dude is not it. Trey Flowers. We should have got Cameron Sutton instead of Mike Hughes and Trey Flowers, guys. I'm trying to tell you. Shout out to Cam. You know well over there. But these dudes are straight trash. Calais Campbell is straight trash. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be on this man every single week. In the pregame, they was like, oh, Calais Campbell, he can get his 100 sack this game. Blah, blah, blah. That man to do nothing. Jared Goff freaking doing the read option, shook him out of his shoes. Calais Campbell and looking like, bro, what happened, bro? What are you doing, bro? Man supposed to be a Hulk smashing the offensive line, slinging the quarterback all the way across the field, 100 yards to a safety. This man is not doing nothing. This man got all that strength, all that brawn. I'm telling this every single week, and he's not doing nothing. Week 1, 0. Week 2, 1 tackle. This week, 1 tackle, but 2 assisted. Some junk like that. This man is not doing anything on our team. And I want him to do well. This dude is supposed to be that guy, but he's getting dominated. This man is getting dominated every single week. He's almost like, he's feel like when Steven Jackson came to our team. I'm going way off. I told this is a recap, this is a rant. When Steven Jackson came to our team, he was the worst, I believe, free agent, or I don't know if we traded for him, we signed him. He was the worst like free agent we ever got in history, in my opinion. That man was trash, right? He was trash. Man was trash. That man was trash with us. But with the Rams, he was like a Hall of Famer. But with us, it was in his career. A.Smith was like the 3rd string, 4th string running back and had more touchdowns than him. Everybody in Mama had more touchdowns than him. This guy, Calais Campbell, is almost up there with number 1. I don't know what the freak is this guy doing. He's just sitting there with the clothes on. I'm coming for this man every single week because he's not doing anything, bruh, at all. Oh my gosh. So Calais Campbell, please stop being trash. All right, another dude, Troy Anderson. Glad to see Troy Anderson back on the field. I think he did get hurt at the end of the game. This game, we missed him last week, but Caden Ellis did step up for him last week. But Troy Anderson, how fast is? What the heck is he? Number 0? What the heck is this? No, he's number 44. I'm like, Google. I don't know what the heck Google doing, man. They got this man at number 0, but 44. Troy Anderson. Glad they had this man come back. He came in. He made 3 tackles, 5 assisted. This man, him with Caden Ellis, I feel like are a great duo back there, man. So having them both on the field, I feel like they should be out there a lot more often. Would be good. What that man named Bud Dupree. The only reason why this man had 2 tackles is because they was on the 3rd string right tackle, bro. He was playing. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, okay, I can see on this. He was playing against a 3rd string right tackle and still got dominated except for 2 plays. Like, what are y'all doing? This man's supposed to be a speed rusher and getting completely dominated by a 3rd string right tackle. And then let me go back to Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell could have sacked Jared Goff This man up there like waving them like, hey, he slowed up just to put his hand up instead of running fast while putting your hand up. Like, people like a maniac, like, oh, like, like you on fire, like a zombie or something like that, running from a mob. This man gonna run, stop, hey, don't throw the ball, instead of running straight like a freaking wild man. So the quarterback can be like, oh shoot, this man coming for me, instead of like, oh, okay, he just waving at me. Let me see what receiver I got. This man is playing like a bum, man. This dude been playing for 16 years, 37 years old, pretty much what? I don't know, carried a 1, 2, like 9 years older than me, and he's playing like a straight bum. Man, this man, oh my gosh, bro. Calais Campbell, man. It's like this dude has like, it's the expectation from him, bro. It's the expectation. It's the expectation. Anyway, Grady Jarrett, man, had one nice series when he got to the quarterback. I thought that was going to be a momentum shifter for us, but it wasn't. So anyway, out of everybody, oh, by the way, shout out to AJ Terrell, man. AJ Terrell, he locked up whoever was on his side. 3 tackles, 1 assisted. He's great in the run game. AJ Terrell, I don't have nothing to say bad to say about AJ Terrell and Jesse Bates. AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates, and I'm gonna give it to Onyemata for this game because I feel like he made the biggest impact. But Mike Hughes is trash, bro. At kick return, Young Waku got to do better with the field goals, and that's all I gotta say, man. A.Smith, like I said, coached a good game. Other than that, I don't know, bro. We could have won this game. I feel like I would have rather lost the other game than this game, but we still undefeated at home. Desmond Ridder is undefeated at home. We got to work on the away stuff. Think about it, that's exactly what happened last year. We played the 2 away games. I believe the Saints and the Ravens we lost, and I think those were both against backup quarterbacks, which is interesting. And we came home and we won the last 2 games. This season we opened up with 2 home games and win those, and the first away game we lose. So Desmond Ridder got to do better playing away, and we got to do better with everything else, man. So A.Smith, like I said, good job. Everything I said in the last video, he did this game. He play called every single thing. Take shots down the field, do the read option, throw the ball to Pitts. He did every single thing right, but the guys did not execute. So good stuff to A.Smith. I don't have nothing bad to say about A.Smith this game. I'm glad he was aggressive when it was time to be aggressive, but it comes down to the players doing what they needed to do. So good stuff to A.Smith. We go to London, going against the Jaguars, going against Calvin Ridley in London. So I wonder how that's going to play out. Is AJ Terrell going to match up against Calvin Ridley? Hopefully he does. I would love to see that matchup, man. Just like old practice days. In London, we'll see how that goes. Usually we do not do well in London. I remember we played the Lions in London, and we was blowing them out, and they came back on us. But shout out to Matthew Stafford over there, but they have Jared Goff now. So anyway, I'm trying to think about anything else. I believe that's it. That's my rant. Like I said, I don't script anything when I make these videos. I just be like, okay, cool. I just pull up the stats and I just go from there, and I remember what's going on from the game. So anyway, that's it, man. They got to do better. I know we can win this game, but they got to do better, bro. They got to do better. So anyway, appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe. Appreciate all the support, man. We done gained like 18 or 19 subscribers this week alone, and that came from this video. It came from the live stream. That came from the unboxings. That came from me with the Mortal Kombat videos, and I appreciate every last one of y'all. Hey, like I said, I took this week off from work, by the way, and I advise everybody, if y'all can still get paid now, take some vacation while you still get paid. If y'all want to do something, if y'all trying to do something for yourself, make sure you make time for yourself. Invest in yourself first. I heard a quote: when you go to work, you're making somebody else's dream come true. If you want a dream for yourself, make time for yourself, and that way you can live out your own dream instead of somebody else's. Now, they say have a job, do what you got to do. But when that time you can do it for yourself, and you can have your own job, be self-sufficient, you don't got to clock in every day. Hey, trust me, you're gonna feel happier, and you're gonna be, have something to look forward to. I like to leave off something with inspirational and having fun, because we almost there, bro. We here, we coming, and we gonna be there. So I appreciate everybody, man. I'm out.